Hello, I'm Anthony Hudson. Bright sunshine here in Gold Coast. And joining me in the box for some special comments will be Gary Lyon.
Thanks, Hutto. Expecting some really special stuff here today.
A practice match on the bill today as these two sides test each other out. Hitting the turf today will be Gold Coast and Melbourne. They run on in full confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. The banners are ready for the players.
We love the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue.
Well, we could be in for a scrappy game here. Both sides have been pretty good defensively of late. It's which defensive method stacks up better.
Keep your eye on the red and the blue.
Gold Coast into the arena. The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. And away we go, the opening bounce. Width up to clear. Ball up in the centre square. Won the hit out. Collected the ball well. McDonald won himself a free. Goes by foot. Salem gets in a good position. Sinks the slipper into it. A strong mark in the pack from Petrarca. Might be too far out to score. He decides to go for home. It's going to be close. Drop punt straight through the middle. Gets his first. Petrarca loves that goal. The Demons gets the first goal on the board. Witt with a big fist on it. With the ball now. Viney able to release the kick. Brown didn't mark it. The kick from Collins. And the mark will be paid.
Leave it on.
Witt uses it by foot. Offline from behind. Gold Coast produced the margin. May assessing the options. Salem spills it. Handballs. Goes by hand to Hunt. Hunt won himself a free.
Leave it on.
Hunt has resources out wide. Gives away a free for in the back. Palms tucks it into the pocket. Dug it out. Caught napping, and it's holding the ball. A full body tackle.
Beautiful tackle, Hutto.
Leave it on.
King to give his team the lead. Gold Coast are happy about that one. He puts through his first goal. He's excited about that one. Gold Coast in front.
That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort.
Back in the middle, has the rucks go at it. Thrashes it. Collected by Neil Bullen. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
I'm loving what this game is giving us right now.
Good mark on the run. Puts boot to ball. Simply outplayed his opponent. Channels a long kick. Finds himself in space and marks. Elects to kick. Powell marks.
Leave it on.
Got boot to ball. The ball finds Sharp. Chose to kick it. Winning the ball in the air was Brayshaw with a driving kick. Petrarca found a way to mark that one. 50 metres from home, lining up from a 45-degree angle.
Leave it on.
An opportunity to take the lead. Melbourne supporters delighted by that effort. That's two now. Finding his feet in front of goals. He's enjoying that goal.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot.
We're back in motion. Gorn got the tap. Fighting hard was Miller.
Let him up, Roberto.
We'll have another ball up. Won it down. Gathers it now. It was always pushing that post and pushing so hard it's hit it. At the moment, it's a one-goal advantage for Melbourne. Collins looking to bring it back into play. Spargo determined to reach the ball. Has to do better than that in the mark contest. Miller kicks it. Worked hard to get on the end of that. Sinks the slipper into it. Marks in a bit of space. That kick covering some territory. Swallow gives away a free for in the back.
Move it on.
They'll be pleased with that effort. A nice long goal. Oliver puts his first goal on the board. Congratulated by his teammates. About to resume hostilities. Slapped away. Has it now. Touched over the line and through for a minor. Collins layers move as they look to provide an option. Goes with the kick. A chance to reload the attack now. He's a long way from home, but he might have the wheels.
Let's go.
Collins drops the mark. Ball rushed over the line. Unsure of their next move. Neil Bullen runs after the ball. Landed in his back on this occasion. Spargo looks to build some momentum with this kick. It has to be a big kick to get it from there.
Move it on.
Going for goal number one. Kick on the way. It's a big kick, and it goes straight through. Spargo celebrating hard. That's 3 in a row for Melbourne. Melbourne by 20 points. Back in the middle now. Thumps it clear. He's got the football now. The tackle over the shoulder. Decides to kick. It's a foot race to get this one. Picks it up. That's a monster kick, and it's a goal. His teammates rush over. Gold Coast still within touching distance. Tap down. Showing control was smooth. Ball up in the centre square. What do you make of the game so far, Gary?
This is a classic game we're seeing right now.
We'll get a stoppage. Smooth won the tap. Palms clean from the half volley. And we'll get a ball up. Clears the contest. Is in his possession. Goes short by hand. Can he put it through? Chalk a goal up for the Demons. Fritsch extends the lead from that kick. Smiles all round. Melbourne by 20 points. Umpire ready to resume play. Smith gets onto the ball. Markov just gets it onto the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. 15 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Day getting the crowd involved. Gold Coast close the gap to 14.
He did really well there and gets the reward. That's a really good team goal.
The umpire set the bounce to restart the game. Hands that ball to the opposition. And now Smith. Day will be upset with that.
Thank you, I'll have it.
The umpire calls for a stoppage. The end of the final term sees the scores standing. Melbourne 33 to Gold Coast 19.
Melbourne should be pleased with how they've started. If they can build on that quarter, they'll be hard to stop.
The game was fairly open for the first quarter with plenty of goals to be had. What can you... The siren sounds for the start of the second quarter. Back with another centre bounce. Punched away. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Neil Bullen moves it by hand. Hit the man hard. What can you tell us, Gaz?
I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment, Hutto. A great game of footy.
Just put it on the boot. The loose ball scooped up. Puts on a big hit. Gawn puts it to his advantage. Anderson cuts it off. Oliver just too high with the tackle. Slams it on the boot. Ball picked up.
Thank you, guys. I'll have it.
Big thump from Witts. Slams it onto the boot. Fritsch used the body to take that mark. Moves it by foot. A race for the loose ball. Found time to get it on the boot. Harms making his way onto the field. We'll get a ball up. Swats it. Has it now. Quickly onto the boot. Rankin couldn't hang on to the ball. He goes it alone. The advantage is paid. He loved that one. Gold Coast have kicked back-to-back goals. Gold Coast now only trailed by 8. Smith thrashes it. Great tackle. Sharp creates a contest.
Constant pressure and rewarded.
Goes by foot. Decides to keep it alive. And the ball ends up over the line. Lever coming on. And it'll be a throw-in. The ball is coming back into play. Hammers it. Lukosius finds possession. Hacks it out of there. A solid mark from Graham. Looks up with the kick. Swallowed leaps over the top. Needs a big kick if he's going to put this through.
Move it on.
Going for goal number 1. On its way. Just leaves them in his wake. Great goal. Swallow celebrates with the fans. Gold Coast behind by 2. The game is back underway. Punched away. Takes possession. Viney slams it onto the boot. Ballard takes it well. Moves the ball by foot. The ball finds itself to the boundary. May running off for a break. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
This is a great game, Hutto, and we can just sit back and enjoy it.
Powell with the intercept.
Thank you.
Punches it clear. Showed good control. Now we will get a ball up. Smith thumps it forward.
I'll have it.
Thumps it clear. Neil Bullen controlled the difficult ball. Releases by hand. Receives the handball and takes off. He makes that kick count. Full cry. Fritsch puts his second on the board. Smiles all round. Melbourne by 8 points. We resume hostilities. Gawn hurls it away. He gets his hands on the footy. Rushes with the kick. Lukosius takes the mark uncontested. 50 metres from home.
Bring it on.
He gives it a ride. Looks okay off the boot. He acknowledges the crowd. What a tight game we have here.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. A great bit of play that resulted in that goal. Melbourne trail in the clearance numbers, but it's not a big issue for them because of their defence.
About to resume play. Clears the contest. Doing well was Harms. Gets the handball away. Going for goal number 1. It's going to be close. Neil Bullen couldn't be happier with that goal. Melbourne by 8 points.
That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score.
We're back in motion. Gawn with a big fist on it.
False pin. Thank you.
Ball up in the centre square. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'm really enjoying this one, Hutto.
Gawn sends it clear of the contest. Takes the mark. Round with a chance if he can keep his cool. Goes for the goals. It looked impossible, but he made it work. They get around him after that effort. Melbourne with the edge right now over Gold Coast.
Melbourne are taking advantage of their ruckman's ability. It's giving them first use at the stoppages and forcing the opposition to defend.
And now we'll have a ball up. Big thump from Witts. Scoops up the ball. He drives it towards goal. He's really turning it on now. Markov can put through his first. He loved that one. Gold Coast reduce the margin. Back in the middle as the Rucks go at it. Thrashes it. Collects the loose ball. Uses it now. Doing well to intercept that kick. Moved on by Langdon. Lever found some space and marked. Open opportunity for May.
Melbourne are allowing too many marks inside the opposition forward 50. If they continue to get beaten in this area, they'll find it difficult to keep the lead.
Contests the hard ball. Kicks hurriedly. The possession caused a turnover.
Right footy.
It'll be a ball up right near the boundary line. Winning it was Witts. My ball, says the umpire. Swats it. He's got the football now. Viney gets in the way. Looks to move it by foot. The ball mopped up. Bowes onto the ball. Sharp gets the loose ball. Spears the ball. Ballard does well to mark. Works it across the ground. Nice mark under pressure. Viney puts it on the boot. Ball hits the deck. The ball spills to buckets. He takes aim. That one will really lift them.
He's enjoying every second of it out there.
That's his first. Pretty happy with that one. Melbourne 57, play Gold Coast 43.
That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement. The Demons are on top in the turnovers. They don't allow the opposition easy possessions, and that's why they're on top.
Back in the middle to resume play. Thumped clear. Markov comes away with the ball. Picked off the deck. Brayshaw puts it on the boot. A chance to gather the ball. Pickett dug out the loose ball. Going for goal number 1. Oh, it just hits the post. Melbourne by 15. Players move as they look to provide an option. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the term. The scores: Melbourne 58, Gold Coast 43.
It's been a promising first half for Melbourne. They'd be confident they can keep it going in the second half.
Let's see what the stats have to show.
Melbourne need to think more about the kick going forward. They're just bombing it in and it's getting cut off at the moment.
Thanks for that, Gary. It'll be interesting to see what changes these sides come out with after half-time. A big second half about to begin. Centre bounce. Hammers it. With the ball now. Just gets it onto the boot. It's marked by Hibbard. He drives it. Fritsch looks to get onto the football.
No prior.
And the umpire will ball it up. What can you tell us, Gaz?
It's a really entertaining game of football.
You on it?
The umpire calls for the ball now. Thrashes it. He has the ball.
Nice footy.
Now we've got a ball up. Witt just swats it away. He gains possession. Just put it on the boot. Takes it well. Normally a pretty good kick. Let's see what he can do here. Big kick required from this distance.
Move it on!
Brayshaw going for number 1. He delivers with a drop punt. This kick has extended their lead. Look at them celebrate that effort. Now they lead by 21.
Melbourne, Cork are getting first use from their ruckman.
Neil Bullock moves it now. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. The umpire calls for it. Smith gets onto the ball. Graham short by hand. Quickly onto the boot. Ball spills. Puts it on the boot. A big contested grab. Powell kicks it. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Well, when you look at the shots at goal, there just hasn't been enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to take a mark. The Demons forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
He's the number 1 ranked player on the ground.
He's on fire at the moment.
What a brilliant tackle!
Great attack on the ball carrier.
Viney loved kicking that one. Melbourne beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 70-43. Back in the middle now. Hammers it. He wins possession. Fantastic chase and tackle. Smith finds a way to hang on.
Great tackling technique.
Decides to go to the middle. Ballard leading the race to the loose ball. Holding the ball. Applies pressure.
Fantastic pressure there.
Uses it by foot. Petty runs after this one. Fridge gets a quick kick away. Fumbles the ball. Petrarca puts another one through. That's his third. He's doing his job out there. Celebrating hard. Melbourne have 4 on the trot. The margin is 33. Wins the ruck duel. He's got the footy in his hands. Gets it away. This game is slowly slipping away. They must convert here. Gets some reward for his efforts. The Suns close the gap to 27. We're back in motion. Thumped clear. He looks like he needs a spell.
Footy.
The umpire will ball it up. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
This game needs a spark at the moment.
Bucket tacking it out of there. Brown with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Kick goes astray and it's out on the full. Uses it by foot. Well picked up. Harms applying physical pressure.
Thank you, guys. I'll have it.
And now we'll have a ball up. Smith thumped it clear. Finding the loose ball was Pickett.
No prior.
We'll get a ball up. Smith thumps it clear.
Let him up.
Now we've got a ball up. Smith thrashes it. Graham coming off for a spell. The umpire calls for a stoppage. Smith got a fist to it. Harms going for a broke now. Oh, what about that? That was really special. And that puts them further in front. He celebrates hard after that. About to resume play. Slapped away. Oliver looks in need of a spell.
I'll have it.
The umpire calls for it. One down by Smith. The ball in the hands of Sharp. Swallow with the ball. He heads for home. The kick towards goal.
Now they've got to sit up and find a way to stop the ball movement.
The Suns now only trail by 32. Petty to bring it back into play. Needs a bit of a rest. Goes for territory. The contest, no match for him.
That's true, Hutto.
And the ball rolls over the boundary. And we'll get a throw in. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'd really love it if these teams took the contest to the next level.
Dishes it off to a player on the run. It's going to be close. A mighty effort from there. And it's a goal. They get a desperately needed goal. Lukosius enjoying that goal. Back with another centre bounce. Smith thumps it forward. Sharp sends the drop punt on its way for another goal. He's enjoying that goal. Gold Coast behind by 20. Gawn won the hit out. Using every ounce of energy he has left. Opportunity once again for Melbourne to put one through. Brayshaw goes with the kick. Coughed up by Markov. Oliver coming onto the ground. Ball up calls. Smith hurls it away. Quick handball. Picked up by Petrarca. They can create from this. Neil Bullock charges with intent. Gawn continues to find the ball.
You're right, Hutto. He's an absolute ball magnet.
Smith clears the contest. Sharp didn't give his opponent a chance to tackle. Releases the handball. Intercepted.
Oh, footy.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square.
Melbourne have been controlling stoppages and lead the clearances. If they can clean up their ball use after the clearance, they can give themselves a chance.
His teammates rush over. The lead is now 26. Back in the middle as the Rucks go at it. Smith with the punch. Slams it onto the boot. Spills the mark. Picked up now. He likes his chances from here. Wow! How good was that? Rankin celebrating hard.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Takes possession. Unbelievable. And they put it through. Gorn getting his first with that kick. They increase their lead. He's excited about that one.
He did really well there and gets the reward. A great bit of play that resulted in that goal. Melbourne haven't been winning the ball as often around the contest, but it's what they're doing after the initial contest that sees them in the lead.
Back in the middle to resume play. Smith with the hit is in his possession. Fridge contests the hard ball. Keeps the kick low. Finds this one all by himself. Brown spears the ball. I haven't seen him for a while, Gad. Just goes bang! We head into the final term with Melbourne 94 playing Gold Coast 68.
Melbourne,
1 quarter of footy to go.
they need to get a move on if they're going to win from here.
Umpire ready to resume play. Swats it. He gains possession. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. What do you make of the game so far, Gary?
I'm waiting for something to change the way this game is going right now.
Thank you.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Thumped by Witts. The handball now from Neil Bullen. That's holding the ball. Collins sticks the tackle.
Showing some really good pressure there.
It's a foot race to get this one.
Thank you, guys. I'll have it.
Witts thumps it clear. When the ball is gone.
Oh, footy.
Witts thumped it clear. Wins the race to the ball. Hurried kick. Ends up turning this ball over.
Melbourne have the lead, but they're allowing plenty of opposition marks inside 50. They need to fix up that aspect of their game if they're to stay on top.
Testing shot outside 50.
They're doing really well to chew some time off the clock here.
He looks like he needs a spell. No problems with that kick from Rashaw. A second goal in the bag. Look at him, he really enjoyed that one. Melbourne have kicked the last 2 goals. The lead is now 32.
Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now.
The game is back underway. Taps it down. He gets his hands on the footy. He lays off the pass. It's a turnover. Palms couldn't dispose of it properly. Now under pressure.
Great tackle.
Ballard has resources out wide. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
You're right, Hutto. He's gone missing lately.
Ball gets cut off. He continues to run. Pickett wins the foot race. Movement by hand. Doesn't carry, and through from behind. Melbourne with the ascendancy over Gold Coast, leading 101 to 68. One of only a few possessions for Salem. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
This game needs a spark at the moment.
Smith dug it out. Keeps it moving. Anderson gives it to the player running past. Child with the opportunity. Looks okay off the boot. They'll be looking to close the gap now. Still plenty of time. Plays onto himself. May clears the danger for now. He couldn't hang on. Child cuts it off. Puts it into space. He can take off after that handball. Salem just took way too long. Fails to fend off the tackler.
Outstanding pressure.
Chips it towards half forward. Finds a target. Converting these opportunities could make a big difference to today's result. Rankin might have overworked himself there. On its way. Congratulated by his teammates. Gold Coast close the gap to 26. About to resume hostilities. Thumps it clear. He's got the footy in his hands. Nice hands. Bucket plays on. Sinks the slipper into it. Can't take possession. Bowes failing to get near it, Gaz.
He's barely touched the ball lately.
My ball, says the umpire. Winning it was Smith. Gets a quick kick away. Off hands from Hibbard. The loose ball picked up.
Thank you, I'll have it.
We'll get a ball up on the wing. Smith just swats it away. Oliver earns a free kick. With a driving kick. Turned it over. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Gone! What a tackle!
Brilliant chase.
Decides to kick. A good mark under the circumstances. Looks up with the kick. Terrific mark there. Bowes has resources out wide. Out of bounds, right on the 50. Neil Bullen runs onto the field. The umpire will throw it back in. Anything standing out at the moment for you, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Langdon doesn't want to let his teammates down with this kick.
Move it on.
Needs a bit of a rest. He takes the shot, kept his head, and kicked the goal.
Yes, I know.
This lead getting bigger now. He loved that one. Melbourne threatening to blow this margin wide open.
They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort. That's a really good team goal.
We resume hostilities.
Melbourne have been controlling stoppages and lead the clearances. If they can clean up their ball use after the clearance, they can give themselves a chance.
Oliver has the ball. At full stride, receives the handball. We'll have another ball up. Smith gets onto the ball. Holding the footy. Didn't get away from that tackle.
Coaches love to see that kind of tackling pressure.
Using every ounce of energy he has left. A clean pickup. Rankin didn't dispose of it correctly and hands it over. Hibbard tackles.
Fantastic tackle.
Salem with an easy mark. Drives the ball out of defence. Taking a nice grab. Moves it by foot. Hibbard is blowing hard after that effort. Links with hands, receives the handball and takes off. Couldn't take it. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Well, he hasn't had the impact we were expecting.
Goes by hand.
No prior.
Now we'll get a ball up. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
There's just not enough effort out there at the minute.
Viney, hurried kick. Got hands to it. Going for goal number 1. No issues with that drop punt. Pickett getting them further in front. He's excited about that one. Building a nice lead.
It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement. It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal.
Back in the middle now. 1 down. He wins possession. He slams it towards goal. A long way from home, and it goes a long way. What a goal! He celebrates hard after that. The Demons have 3 in a row. 44 points the difference.
That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. A great bit of play that resulted in that goal.
Centre bounce. Clears the contest. Manufactures the handball. He goes it alone. Kick on the way. Kicks goalward, but it won't have the desired outcome. The margin is 45. Collins considering the options on the kick in. Kicks it out of the defensive 50. Already kicked a couple of goals. This for number 3. Fritsch getting the crowd involved. Melbourne have 4 on the trot. Now they lead by 51. Thump by Smith. Palms there to mop up.
Thank you, guys. I'll have it.
Ball up in the centre square.
Right now, I'm only seeing one team really putting their all into this contest.
Not a great performance today, and in the end, a disappointing result for Gold Coast. How did you see that one, Gaz?
They would have been expecting a better result than this today. It's definitely not what they were after.
Thank you, Gaz.
The team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue. And we sing this song to you.
Final scores at 126 to 75. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Gaz.
Thanks, Hutto. I've enjoyed every minute of it.